Picture this. You wake up early to a beautiful sunrise. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you. Wait, wrong line, cut that. So you wake up and you think to yourself, man, it's a beautiful day. Let's ruin it. And what better way to ruin a day than to hop on Twitter? So while scrolling through Twitter, I saw a tweet by popular Pokemon Unite YouTuber Spriggles talking about a video about Pokemon Unite being a scam. Interesting. I think there are some very good points in this video about Pokemon Unite and other mobile games, but he just gets so many things wrong. Link below. Now, considering I love this game, I've been ranked top 10,000 about 3 times in my life. I feel like I'm obligated to defend this game, regardless if I poured approximately $100 into this game, regardless if this game actually has problems such as matchmaking. Anyways, let's begin.
Pokemon, Call of Duty, Diablo Immortal, Raid Shadow Legends. These are just some of the hundreds of games that are run by scammers, effectively trying to bankrupt you. We're going to expose them for who they are.
Alright, already off to a great start. What do you mean by run by scammers trying to bankrupt you? Not only is Pokemon Unite ran by the official Pokemon Company and Tencent Games, both recognizable and successful companies, they're not trying to scam you. You get what you buy. Like what?
3 weeks ago, I started playing the incredibly popular mobile game, Pokemon Unite. It seems simple. You're in one team of Pokemon, and your goal is to head to the other side of the map and score goals against the other team of Pokemon.
Staryu isn't even in the game yet. Just wanted to point that out.
Pokemon. It's completely free to play, and over 100 million people have downloaded the game. But I'd only just finished the tutorial by the time I was slapped with a full-page ad to spend $10 on something called the Unite membership.
I agree that that's a pretty shitty thing to do as soon as a new player finishes the tutorial, but at least for me, it's a pretty good deal, especially for new beginners. For a month, you get an exclusive Hollowware, 2 trial Unite licenses, which in summary gives you 2 free Pokemon to use for a week, and the rest are just cosmetic stuff, except for the daily 40 gems that you can use to buy Pokemon items or other Hollowares and shit.
Not realizing at this point that this was all part of a bigger plan to rinse me of everything that I own. It took just 6 more minutes of playtime before I was greeted with this. See, the game gives you a login bonus every single day that you come back to the game and play, but this pass effectively gives you bonuses on top of that bonus, which actually seemed pretty reasonable for the 60 EOS gems that it cost me, which equates to about $1 in real money.
Pretty reasonable pack. For under $1, you get a lot of bang for your buck, and it can really help out newer players.
After the first couple of days though, I started to notice that while I was getting plenty of new stuff and constant level ups, and I had been given 4 different Pokemon to play with, I started losing. Like, a lot.
I get that you've never played this game before, and from a viewer's perspective who also never played Unite before, it does look like he's losing a lot of battles. And it's not because you've only spent $1 on the game, it's because you're shit. No offense. Why are you so far in the enemy's base trying to 1v2? Please tell me. Please explain.
I started to realize that this game was less about skill on the battlefield. The combat is effectively just mashing your different attacks as soon as they become ready to use.
Are you dumb? Sincerely. Are you dumb? You don't mash attacks whenever they're available. There are strategies for every attack, such as Lucario Extreme Speed, where it benefits you more if you use it at a right time. I mean, I'd love to see you mash Greedent's Bullet Seed if you don't understand his move's mechanic.
It's more about how strong you make your Pokemon before you step foot on the battlefield. So, I decided that I needed some held items. Held items are what you equip to your Pokemon to give them improved stats. So, I headed to the shop and I spent about half of the total in-game EOS coins I'd earned so far buying 3 items. One that increases my maximum health, one that gives me health regeneration, and one that increases my damage output.
I'll say it again. I understand that he's a beginner. I understand that he doesn't know much of what he's doing. I'm still gonna shit on him anyways. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Nobody used leftovers. Ever. It's really shit. Secondly, as you saw in his video, there's another currency you can use to buy these items, which are called EOS tickets, which are far easier to get. in large quantities at that. You should never spend coins on held items. Coins are precious. So what you saw there was pretty much him burning his money by buying shitty items with the stuff he got from that dollar pack.
This attack increasing scope lens that I bought, it was literally giving me a 0.4% extra chance of getting a critical hit that dealt more damage. Imagine adding 0.4% to your dinner one evening. You'd get 1 extra P. In order to become competitive in ranked matches, you actually need to level your items up all the way to grade 30.
Wrong. Just wrong. You don't need to reach level 30 in order to become strong. Upon reaching level 10 and 20, the items will give you a much needed boost to those items. Going beyond level 20 will just give you a rice grain portion of boost increases.
At which point they will give you a big game-changing buff, like let's say 15% more damage. But
I wish there was an item that increases your attack by 15%, but that doesn't exist. I have no idea what he's fucking talking about. The closest thing to that damage that are actually in the game are stacking items, that after scoring 6 times it would give you about a 5% increase.
But the problem is, leveling up your items is a ridiculous process. You can't earn levels with skillful play, you have to buy them with something called item enhancers. But then, these item enhancers are so unbelievably slow to earn through any organic means.
Once again, incorrect. Those item enhancers are incredibly easy to get. Remember when I said the AOS tickets are incredibly easy to get? Even by logging in daily. You get 50 for free, and you can get way more by doing simple challenges pretty much every day. And what you can use with those AOS tickets is buy the item enhancers at the small price of 10 tickets for 1 enhancer. So by logging in every day and playing, I would say you can easily get an item to level 20 in 1 to 2 weeks. The game also offers you 3 free level 30 enhancers just by leveling up to I think level 15.
But I was practically forced to make my second purchase, the Battle Pass. This game, and almost every other mobile game like it, uses battle passes as a way to guilt their players into paying more money. Every time you complete a game, it'll tell you the rewards you earned, and then the rewards that you could have earned on top of that if only you bought the battle pass.
Remember when I said I spent approximately $100 into this game? Yeah, well, 80% of that money went into battle passes, and it's not because of the easy progress you can make, it's because of those sweet cosmetics. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at its Blastoise. It's literally dripped in Wano gear. So although the battle pass can help make progress, you can easily earn that progress elsewhere for free. I have friends that haven't played a single dime into this game, and those same friends were able to make top 10,000 in the world along with me.
But what the game didn't tell me was that every single level you go up with your held items, the more item enhancers you need to get to the one after that. So that actually, to get my 3 held items to level 30, it wasn't that I needed 100 or 200 of them, I actually needed no less than 7,761.
Considering what I said previously, you only need to reach level 20 for those items to be competitive. So I'll do the math for you guys. So sit down and listen. What you're seeing on screen right now is the amount you need to pay per item level, and as you can see, the total for one to reach level 20 is 567. Multiplying that by 3, and you have a grand total of 1701 item enhancers.
Quick maths!
Remember, 10 AOS tickets that are simple and easy to get can buy you 1 enhancer. So it's not that bad, Mr. Who's the Boss.
And that's when you have almost no option but to turn to the shop. How much do you think this was going to cost me? A simple, almost required mobile game in-app purchase. $100.
My guy, you can just play the game. Play good at that. And make that amount of AOS tickets in under 2 weeks. That's a little below the amount to get 1 item to level 20. If you're actually spending AOS gems to buy AOS tickets, you're scamming yourself.
100 real money dollars. And if you wanted to max out all of your items, not just the 3 that you currently have equipped, $760.
I would say 1/5 of the items aren't even worth bothering to upgrade. But I want to I want to tackle his mentality for a second here. Do you really expect to become a maxed out competitive god in under a day? A week? Everything takes time. You're not Mr. Beast, just play the game.
Scary part of it is that at this point, what choice did I have? I poured so much time and love into my account that I didn't feel like it was an option to just stop playing. It was either I pay $100 or I accept that I will be disproportionately disadvantaged in every future game that I ever want to play.
My advice, if you're going to keep playing like that, uninstall the game and go back to playing Candy Crush. Even if you maxed out everything with real money, you're literally gonna keep dying if you decide to 1v2 with incredibly low health.
So we've established at this point that EOS Gems are the premium currency that you can use to buy almost anything in the game. But it's not the only currency, because you also have EOS coins.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Who's the Boss. I already explained all those things, and I already explained how easy it is to get them.
Not to mention that I worked out if I actually wanted to continue to play the game competitively, with full access to all the characters I wanted to use, with a nice selection of outfits for them, and enough energy that I would continue to get rewards for doing so, this game was going to cost me, at the very least, another $1,200 over the next 6 months.
I want to point out the fact that I've been playing ever since the game came out, so by the time a new Pokemon comes out, I already have unlocked every Pokemon. So I always have enough to buy a new Pokemon when they release, as long as I consistently play, that is. So I can agree with him there. It must be hell to start the game off with 2 Pokemon. You get 5 Pokemon for free as you play the game and log in daily. But even then, you have 36 more to get. So that's a yikes.
But I've realized that the reason I cared so much about this purchase, and the reason that so many people pour so much cash into these games, is based on another simple human facet that's being exploited. We like to be better than our peers. It's baked into our very DNA that our survival depends on having a competitive advantage versus the people around us. And
Another good point, feeling that you're stronger and better.
I'm better. I am better.
I laughed. I genuinely laughed watching Moist Critical's video when he spent hundreds of dollars to bully kids on standard mode. I can imagine how good of a feeling that is, actually. But again, if you have fun bullying kids in early ranked mode, as you go on higher in the ranks, you'll realize that no money can save you from trash teammates and other players who are equally as good as you, and they haven't spent any money.
what these games do now is, when you pay to make yourself significantly stronger, they'll let you have your first few satisfying wins with noticeably weaker players to stimulate that reward mechanism and for you to associate that purchase with a positive feeling. But once that's over, we'll soon start pitting you against other players who've also spent large sums of money in the game. Thus,
I find that hard to believe. I highly doubt there's a code in the game where if you spend money, you go up against other people who spend money. It just literally sounds like a skill issue on your end. I do know, however, that if you're in the middle of a losing streak, there is a chance they'll put you in a bot match, so there's that.
I find this so horrible, but effectively by slowing down your natural progression with the sole purpose of trying to sell you ways to speed it up again, like experience point multipliers. Making it so that I now have to pay to get that same high stimulation, fast progression feeling that I used to get when I first started playing the game for free.
You are not gonna complain about experience in this game. Look at this image. This is my inventory. Look how many experience multipliers I have. You don't even need them that badly. To unlock every battle item, you just need to reach level 16. That's the last battle item you'll get, the Goal Getter, which I kid you not takes you under a week to reach. Going beyond that gives you just item enhancers, which I've already explained how easy it is to acquire.
Not a dissimilar strategy to drug dealers, I should point out.
You made a Breaking Bad reference. Congratulations, you earned a new subscriber.
Developers know that even if you realize that their game is not the most balanced, consumer-friendly, fair service out there, once you've spent weeks building up your character and putting in the work to make them right for you, your attachment is so high that you'll be willing to go to great lengths to keep the fun alive.
So this guy is complaining about how much money it takes to buy all these Pokemon, all these items, all these enhancers. Yet, he's out here buying a Pikachu skin that you can get for free using currency from the Gacha energy reward system for a dirt cheap price. Mate,
Not to mention the fact that you can almost never purchase the exact amount of gems you need, meaning that A, you spend more than you need to, and B, you will always have leftover gems in your wallet that can't be exchanged back for cash, which is just going to encourage you to make your next purchase by topping up just a bit more.
Another false statement. I would say the amount of gems Unite offers is almost exactly what you need for some purchases. The purple/legendary skins in the shop cost around $40 in the shop, and after you purchase that said skin, you have a tiny bit of gems left over. The shop's pretty accurate, I would say. They also have an insane deal where upon the first purchase of gems, they'll actually double the amount. That's how I got this sick Lucario skin. I could have bought food.
And the cherry on top of this whole alternate cash reality is that if you look a little closer, you realize that this game doesn't have a single mention of the word purchase. They never use the word loot boxes, they're prize boxes. They never use the word buy, it's always obtain. They don't even use the word shop, it's an emporium here.
I don't get why you mentioned this in the video. They're synonyms. They're literally identical to the meaning of the words buy or shop or loot box, etc.
You remember how Pokemon Unite has no less than 7 different currencies, and how I was completely and utterly overwhelmed by all the interlocking systems that came as a result of them? None of those needed to exist. You could have had the exact same game where everything was bought and sold with just the simple EOS coins.
Well, I for one rather have different currencies in the game, because I wouldn't want to be juggling one currency on so many different things, such as Pokemon or items. I'd rather have coins for Pokemon, tickets for items, enhancers for enhancing, etc. If anything, it would be more stressful if the game only had one currency.
No joke, 90% of purchases you'll be shown in these games, they're all somehow just about to expire. You see timers everywhere, always counting down. There's no reason why this Pokemon costume should need to expire. It's not like the Pokemon company is going to run out of virtual materials to make them, it's literally just to instill you with a sense of fear that if you look away, if you so much as put the game down for too long, you might just miss your dream item forever.
Well, that's what makes things limited. Like, what? Not everything has to be obtainable 24/7. That's like saying Battle Pass skins should be rewarded to players at any given time, even if the Battle Pass ended. Which is actually, that's what they actually did for their anniversary. But there shouldn't even be a fear factor. I know kids would futz with their parents begging for their credit card so they can buy a skin before it goes away. I know I did in Fortnite Season 5. But for grown adults like me in 2022, if it goes away, it's not that big of a deal. It's a video game. I didn't manage to get that cool Cinderace skin that you just saw in this video. I really wanted it. I don't have a Cinderace Hollower, but oh well, I'm not gonna cry over it. It's natural for a game to have OG or limited items.
You unlock access to cool new Pokemon just by playing, which is great. You even get rare and fancy outfits for them. But they're temporary. Unless you pay to keep them, the game takes the stuff it's given to you away from you.
Proof? There hasn't been a single time where a Pokemon has been limited, unless you count a new Pokemon that just released that you can get for free via an event. That would be pretty stupid for a game to have a playable character limited, though.
And this taps into the very fundamental loss aversion that all humans have. We are biologically coded to disproportionately value something that we own, such that the idea of losing it would cause us more pain than the happiness we would get from obtaining it if we didn't have it.
It's a video game.
The long and short of it, what I realized from 3 weeks of playing one of these games, as well as digging into why these companies are doing what they're doing, is that the more addicted you become to the game, the more profitable the company is going to be. That success in this industry, it's no longer defined by review scores or player satisfaction, it's defined by how effectively a developer is able to convert an innocent player who just wants to enjoy what they think is a free game into someone who possesses all the traits of a severe gambling addiction.
I'm addicted to this game because it's genuinely fun. If I were to choose a game to dedicate competitively, it would be this game. Not because of the skins or not because of the gambling factor. The game is just a blast to play if you're into MOBAs. And if you're actually addicted to the game because of cosmetics or missing out limited time events, I'm gonna ask you kindly to go outside and fuck some grass.
So, be aware of games that try to milk you for your money, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and share this video if you found it useful.
Well, my brain is fried. If you want to watch this video for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. For me, I am going to go take a nap. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share please. And yeah, bye.